YouTube, what's up, what's up? It's your boy GoInJay. We back again today with another video. And I just got out of work. Y'all already know what I say. As soon as I get off, I'm right back on. I'm right back to that grind. No cap. Today we got J Prince Jr. try to put some fear in Joe Budden. This gonna be a little... That might be a little hard. You feel me? Because you know Joe Budden don't care about nothing and nobody. He gonna speak how he gonna speak. He gonna do what he gonna do. And he gonna move how he gonna move. You know. Everybody already know what's up with J Prince Jr. right now. We ain't gotta do too much talk about that. But yeah, look, we back on that today. We're gonna push these videos out. Yesterday was a little much. You know, I still live like a normal person. I ain't a famous full-time YouTuber yet, so you know, but I do what I can do, you feel me? Let's go ahead and jump straight into that video, Mike. As soon as I find that, yeah.
More intellectual than I am. And not even that.
And look, I'm in the squeaky chair, so chill. I got my other chair right here. I just ain't swapped out. I already started the video. Let rock though.
Let's just have an intellectual conversation. One thing I was given is the game, and you know that. But I know that's hard to talk. Yeah, it's hard to come by a bunch of people because they know I really come from that. Joe, you just want to move on to somebody else?
No, man, I'm just here listening.
Well, I like to talk about the prison system.
Ain't that much to listen to, my brother. It's just us having a conversation, and it's a light conversation because we ain't talking about shit.
Well, then you want to start a conversation? Why don't you ask Joe something? Y'all can ping pong off each other.
No, I was asking him. He the interviewee. I ain't never did no podcast and got to talking about niggas. He did that though. I was challenging him. I was challenging him to do that to me.
Jay, you low key.
Oh, okay.
Your own podcast, though.
That's cool. I know what I know what I'm capable of. I'm
You've been podcasting all night.
I know.
Sound like he getting gangster, man. You gotta relax on that right now. One thing about being a boss, you better learn how to control your emotions. You feel me? We'll get the best of you.
I know what he already did. I know what's transpired already. Therefore, I want to see if he can reciprocate that same energy to me, because I know what he's done to others already. I want to see him reciprocate that same energy to me.
Junior answered all his boy questions.
Ain't no cap though.
He can't give you that same shit.
Shit, tell him to say that, and we can keep on moving. He can move on and ask somebody else a question. I know how he like to, go with this wiggle on other niggas. Go with this wiggle on me.
So this is the question game in here.
This is the what?
So y'all were playing the question game in here?
Nah, it's your question game in here.
I don't have any questions.
All this shit started based upon you.
Oh, I don't have any questions.
The question is, do you have a question to ask Junior?
No.
Because I see that you reciprocate negative energy to certain individuals. I wanted to see if you can reciprocate that energy to me, and we just can have an intellectual conversation. You talk to a bunch of dummies, and I don't want to discredit any niggas, but you talk to a bunch of niggas who don't know how to speak and can't articulate themselves in the right manner to deliver the right message. But can you do that with a man who can decipher himself in the proper manner? Can you have that conversation with a guy whom can exemplify himself in the way he need to be exemplified instead of the manner that you try to portray?
Jay, I can have any conversation.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna sit here and count. My boy, hey, look. He straight snap. He snapping bad. And then for Joe to be the type of person he is, and he giving real small answers back, because usually he'll get to hollering at somebody. My boy said, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, Junior snapping though. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. Like, it's like he got offended he didn't get fussed at, you feel me? But hey, let's keep going, because they're right here getting juicy, dog.
Then have a conversation with me.
I do not think that I run around spewing negativity the way that it sounds like that. You think.
I dig that. But, I mean, you still be hollering
at folks, Joe. Actually.
Okay, I understand. I understand your message then. But you know what you've done. You brought people in your room that you had a problem with, and you had something bad to say about, and you spoken on what you had bad to say about them while they were in your presence. I don't know if you would have did that in real life. You might have. You might not have. I don't
Jay,
know.
when you say my room, you mean on Clubhouse?
I don't give a fuck about no Clubhouse. Clubhouse ain't got shit to do with nothing. We talking about real life. We talking about Yo, podcasts and all that other shit. We ain't talking about no Clubhouse. Clubhouse ain't shit. I just got on here.
Breakfast Club.
I just got on here 4 days ago. This shit don't mean nothing to me. Now, I understand it's becoming a big platform, but this shit don't mean nothing to me. What I'm asking you is the same energy that you transpire the people that come on your podcast and different channels that you have leverage on, that you are, yeah.
Hey, is Jay Prince Jr. dropping some knowledge? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, knowledge as far as the vocabulary as well. But, like, how y'all feel when he speaks to Joe like that? Like, do you think he is putting some fear in Joe Budden? Or you feel like Joe Budden playing the smart? Because I know what he want to ask. Everybody knows if Joe was to ask a question, if he was to do it like how he used to do folks, or if he still do, however he be doing people when they get on that show, you know, he'll bring it up. He don't care if you get mad, he'll fuss at y'all type of stuff like that. He hard about it just like Wack when it come to, you know, and he do it in folks' face, you know. But how you feel like he putting some fear in Joe? I ain't gonna say he kept, like, he do a lot more listening and talking. I don't know if he just, you know, whatever he doing with that, he doing a lot more listening and talking now. And he kind of like asking rhetorical questions like come on, Doc. I don't know, but I feel like Junior really putting some fear in Buddy though. I feel like he putting some fear in it.
That
Jay, I don't interview people on my podcast.
Yeah, you don't interview them, but you got a bunch to say about them.
Well, yeah,
You'll tell somebody when you don't like them. You'll tell.
Yeah,
like,
see what I'm saying?
I done watched enough of them, Joe. I don't watch enough of them. I done seen you disrespect a bunch of guys, rightfully so or unrightfully so.
Right.
You did. I don't know if y'all had personal issues before they got on your shit. I have no idea. I just know what's transpired. I know what you did when they got there. I know what you did when they got there. So I don't know if it was for personal means or podcast means, whatever. You do what I'm saying? I don't know which one it was for. I just know it transpired. And you had to let it be known that it was this and it was that, when ain't nobody bring you that energy. Ain't nobody bring that energy to you initially. But you had to let it be known at that time that you brought the energy to them.
What time frame is this?
You said what time frame?
Yeah, because it sounds like you speaking about something specific, and I don't know.
Nah, I'm speaking on a bunch of different situations, and there's a bunch of people in here that can tell you that. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
You just talk a lot of shit.
I know a million of them. Like you say, we watch this shit all the time. Like old girl said, Migos.
Migos, the Yachty interview was pretty bad. You kind of, with the whole what's it called? The 360.
It's funny, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is new or old, you feel me? But, you know, to bring up the Migos, like if this is recent, everybody know the takeoff situation, you feel me? And how that played out and the type of name and position that he's set in right now, you know he got to be careful. But it's kind of funny for somebody to just bring up the Migos right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could have used another group or some old artists, you know, instead of bringing them up right now. Because a lot of these folks that be, you know, doing a lot of this stuff, even though they celebrities, they from the streets, so they know what type of code to be in. Like, especially if somebody got an open case, don't speak about no open case, you know what I'm saying? Hell, even if it's closed, don't speak about it. But yeah, I just found it kind of funny they brought up the Migos right there. I know Bert probably put it here, but like, you feel me? I keep going though.
The deal shit that you put on them. Yeah.
Nah,
Joe, I got a question for you.
It's a bunch of them.
Y'all feel like that was bad?
It wasn't bad, but you definitely challenged him in a way where you could tell he wasn't ready for it. And yeah, Yachty's a little younger, but it's just like your maturity that he wasn't ready for. He wasn't ready for the questions that you asked. He wasn't ready for the questions that you applied.
You be pressing niggas that ain't ready to be pressed. And
you guys are in the same
let it be known
experience.
that you got situations with guys they ain't even know they had a situation with you, but you just stand on it.
Nah, I don't think that's my energy.
I'm telling you what's transpired. You might not think that's what you displaying, but we telling you what you displaying.
It sound like Junior
I
want to
wouldn't
fight.
say it's displayed like that, but it's definitely like from
That's
a
cool.
more
That's
like
just,
a
that's
wiser.
just your perspective. Let everybody else speak too, because there's a bunch of other people that can say some other shit.
Hey, Junior, I ain't gonna lie. He ain't did nothing. Like on his podcast, I listened to him. He ain't did nothing but show respect to all the bodies. So I don't know.
I understand your perspective. I've been told you to exit the building.
Damn.
Dang.
That is my perspective too, though.
Ooh,
and I think
I'll talk about
to Lil Yachty or any of the people that y'all think that type of interview went that way. Like today, Yachty would say he appreciates that.
Yeah, that is some. I say that's like media training on the sleep. Cause if you go up in there with Joe and he throwing you them hard body questions, you know what I'm saying, pressuring you, and hey, that's really like some media training. So I say thanks too.
That back then.
Yeah, think about all the people that you told I don't like you.
Yeah, he ain't lying about that either though.
I ain't fucking with your music. Like you understand how many times you done said this shit on multiple occasions.
So why not send that?
But I don't think that's personal.
I mean, if you invite somebody to your platform and then disrespect them, it's personal.
So Complex wasn't his platform. The fuck?
I mean,
y'all get what he's saying.
Because you know who coming and you know you don't like them already. So regardless of if somebody else line that platform up, you know what's transpiring with that platform.
Right. You know, I'm only talking about this Yachty interview because that's the one that stands out in this type of conversation.
I mean, it's all good. Don't worry about it. I ain't worried about it.
And that was my very first.
It sound like that man want to fight that man so bad, bro.
Hey Joe, publicity sells, man. We know that.
But guess what, Mom? You know I'm a nigga that ain't looking for no publicity because I don't get paid for it.
Exactly.
So this shit don't mean nothing to me. You know, it don't mean nothing to me. I just want somebody to tell me how they feel and be real about it and stand on it. I don't care about none of that publicity shit. This shit don't mean nothing to me. That's for everybody else, for the birds. So we let them stand on that or not stand on it. Right. Joe, it's all good.
I know why I used to pick on them kids at school about their shoes because everybody else did. They thought it was funny. Joe, that ain't why you pick at these artists sometimes?
Nah, man. I don't look at it as picking on artists.
Bro, it's the man voice, dog. Well, where you, boy? I'm talking about, bro. Where you at, Joe? Like you talking so calm. Like maybe he just trained himself to be more at ease in situations like that. But I don't think that's the case, my boy. Like you really lightening up on your tone a little bit. Like usually, bro, you do got a loud mouth though. You feel me? But if that's the way that you branded in a way, you know what I'm saying? I get it, but you sure be hollering at some folks, and right now you looking kind of, you know what I'm saying?
I look at it as outside of critique and just giving information and funneling information that wasn't readily available to me when I came in.
There's a lot of ways to do that.
Yeah, I understand that perspective, Joe. Like I understand that.
It's never to disrespect niggas. It's certain shit I won't even touch on my platform. Like I run my shit very differently than how hip hop media is ran. Like it's not to play with niggas. It's not.
Okay.
And I don't have people on my platform, my podcast, that I wouldn't fuck with in real life or have a conversation with in real life.
You done disrespected a bunch of niggas on your platform though. I done watched it.
But I'm saying that I don't think talking about a nigga's music negatively is disrespecting them personally.
You ain't had to bring me to your platform to do that.
Depending on what they talking about. Because a lot of folks, they put a lot of personal stuff in their music. You feel me? So it depends on what they talking about. If they on some hype club music, you feel me? Okay, but if you talk about real deal lyrics, and then, they put their heart and their soul into these situations, these situational ways, they put it in the lyrics and stuff like that, you feel me? Like, it all depends on what they talking about, but I still get what you're saying, though.
So it is negatively when you try to put me on the forefront to do so. You could have called my phone and gave me constructive criticism rather than put me on the internet for everybody to see this. It's a difference. And you an older nigga, so you should know that. You should know that you could call the little homies and let them know, hey man, this ain't what's transpiring, rather than trying to put them on a platform where everybody can hear for you to give your message. You could have gave him a message in 100 different other ways. I guess I'm talking to myself now, right?
Nah, yo, that kind of makes sense what you saying though.
No, nigga, it do make sense. How you gonna say it kind of do?
Trying to make sense, but at the same token, Junior, he media though. So he got to talk about things that drop. You feel me?
That's cool. He media.
But he know where he come from, so he got to be held accountable.
Be media the right way. Why the fuck you feel like you need to speak on everything that I say for him?
Not really. I'm just having a conversation.
That's cool. We can have a conversation. Just chill though. You ain't gotta respond to everything I say though, cause that's what you've been doing. Let him speak for himself.
Yeah, no, I never looked at it that way, to be honest with you.
What other way is it to look at it though, Joe?
Like I just said.
Okay, he trying to get smart now.
And critiquing music without it being a personal shot at nobody that you critiquing.
But you gotta understand that, nigga, everybody got emotions and everybody got feelings, right? Because everybody man. So if you want to criticize me in public, why you can't criticize me in private?
Nah.
No.
That's also true though.
I criticize my friends and the people I love and care about in private and in public. Like, that's a courtesy.
I ain't never heard you criticize your wife in public. That's somebody you care about. You criticize her in public, and that's no disrespect.
I'm not married. Are you talking about my son's mom?
I'm talking about your girlfriend and anybody else. I never heard you criticize them in public other than on TV where you got recognition for that too.
I have a long time ago when I was a little immature. I tend not to move that way at 40.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? See, I figured that. That's probably, like, he probably just got it through his head, like, man, I'm getting too old for all they yelling at these folks. I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I figured that's what it was, probably the maturity. But it do sound like you kind of started that thought now. You feel me? Probably when you knew you had to do that. I don't know. Because, Joe, you've been real hard about it, dog. Your mouth got no limit to it, you feel me? You cuss everybody out. You tell them what they wrong, what they right. Whether it's your wrong, your right, or theirs, you feel me? You know, you do be going ballistics. But all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, like it's piped down now. But it's crazy, though. My reaction to this, blowed away. Oh, God.
Exactly. So,
never thought he'd be quiet before.
So I'm saying, why are you moving like that with youngsters? Because we older. Why are you moving like that with youngsters?
My stance is I don't.
My stance is that you do. You won't criticize somebody that you can give constructive criticism behind closed doors where it might actually be a positive influence in their life. You rather give it to them in public and it be a negative influence in their life. And then you got to deal with what you got to deal with, and they got to deal with what they got to deal with. Now it's a problem. Now you created an animosity that it didn't need to be created, because you could have said the same thing that you said in public behind closed doors, and then would have gave them more meaning. So therefore, if you want to give your audience meaning, if you want to really be beneficial to your audience, if you really want to give your audience direction, then you'll understand that if you give them that in a different platform and then have a different conversation with them on another platform, that you'll get way further than what it is that you get based upon trying to belittle somebody publicly.
But James, I speak to mad of these young niggas on the platform.
Hey man, why you say it like that, man? Now, let me run that back. That man said, but Jay.
Mad of these young niggas are James.
It is that you get based upon trying to belittle somebody publicly.
But James, I speak to mad of these young niggas off platform personally. Advice, kick it with them. Like, that happens.
I mean, that's the guys that we don't know about. We talking about the ones that we do. So you might talk to a bunch of niggas the same way I could say I talk to a bunch of niggas, but don't nobody know the niggas I'm talking to. When we have an opportunity to talk to influencers, though, the guys that actually have a chance of coming up, the guys that are in position or have been in position to come up, let's give them constructive criticism rather than belittling them and making them something less than they are. Let's give them the criticism they need behind closed doors, and then when we had these interviews, let's give them the criticism that they need.
I agree with that.
You do shit to be funny. You do shit to get views.
Jay, I'm the last.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Media person that does.
Man, that's cool, but you do shit for views, and I don't respect that.
Jay, I can assure you,
you do shit to get views. You speak on certain contexts and you speak on certain situations so people can laugh at certain people, and certain people can feel discredited about whatever it is that they doing based upon what you said. Well, you could have had that same conversation with this youngster behind closed doors and uplifted him, and then came back and got the same notoriety that you wanted from downplaying him that you could have got right here on your show.
Jay, I don't do shit for views, and I don't downplay niggas to get up.
Hey.
Now, as far as that part goes, when you are influencing and stuff like that, you're doing it for views. Like, everybody doing everything for views, especially in today's world with all this new stuff going on. Everybody doing everything for views. That's the reason you're posting on Instagram, you're posting on Snapchat, you're posting on any social platform, on this YouTube, you know what I'm saying, all type of stuff. I could have got my reaction out of a video without a camera, you know what I'm saying, and without an upload. Same way that, you know, he, on a podcast, he don't go to work just to tell folks about themselves. He go to work because he want to get paid. How they gonna pay him? He got to get views. So that's cap.
Hey Joe, I don't want to disrespect you, and I don't want you to disrespect me, because you ain't never disrespect none. You ain't never took it there with none of them young niggas. So I don't expect you to take it there with me. You did, but this is the thing, nigga. You done a lot to discredit people and say what you had to say about certain artists and shit like that.
I think he's just a very honest person. He's just a blunt person.
Nigga, this shit don't matter. We all blatant, blunt, and honest. That's what we are. That's what we stand on. We all that. Tell him to tell you that he don't think I'm that. We both that. It's a time and a place for everything. I never take my blatancy and my honesty to try to uplift myself based upon another nigga's transgression. He capitalized on people bullshit. He'll say that he feel like this, and that about a nigga. When he ain't got to say that. He could have went and whispered in this young nigga ear, because he an older nigga. You know what I'm saying? That has respect in the game. The same thing that he said. Well, nah, he ain't the same thing. He could have whispered something else in this young guy ear on this podcast or anything else, and it would have had a lot more understanding and him creating beef by saying some bullshit and what he said in this podcast. He could have put that nigga to the side and gave him some game. The same way we do. He could have put him to the side, whispered in his ear and be like, hey, nigga, you can do this. Instead of going on here, man, I don't like your music. Now tell a nigga how he can progress. Tell somebody how they can be better.
Right.
Tell them if they do this, you feel like they can make more money for their family. Coming this motherfucker and telling somebody and create no drama.
Yeah.
He just ain't created drama with the right people. That's all.
He still want to fight though. That's crazy. Hey, Jay Prince still want to fight though. It sounds like, I mean, look, I like watching stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? It's always like Like, what if that, like, when folks get together like that, you know what I'm saying, to have a conversation like that, grown chat, you feel me? I'm 25 years old, going on 26 this month. I like grown conversation, you know what I'm saying, because it be teaching me a lot. It teach me on how to better my ways and stuff like that. Hopefully, what Joe Budden did was get a lot more understanding. Like, instead of trying to take it as disrespect, take it as some, you know, getting more understanding on things that you could do, and then transition your stuff into something more positive. Because he is everybody know how he is, you know. He just like Charlemagne on Breakfast Club, you know, and so on. You feel me? But yeah, I really kind of learned something from the video though. Kind of make me watch how I just, you know, come about stuff like that. But yeah, what y'all think? You think Junior put some fear in Joe Budden? You know what I'm saying? Or just, instead of, like, you know, I don't like negativity on this channel. It's all in my comments. Like, you know, me saying I don't dwell with that. But dang, bro, this video just crazy, man. I ain't gonna care. Well, I think he did though. I think he put both of them in there. Like, you know, he probably did fear him up, because I ain't never really just heard Joe like get like that though. But yup, we're 25 minutes into the video, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you digging the content. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm gonna drop these bangers on you. Follow me on Instagram at GoINJay_. And share this with your folks if you did that, you feel me? Even the ones you hate. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that out there. It's your boy GoInJay. Go in. We out. Until the next video. Stay tuned.